Goodwill brings to you the weekly share market update dated the 23rd of March, 2024. Talking about the corporate segment, we have Tata Steel's share price jumped 5% on March 18 amid heavy volumes and multiple large deals, buoyed by China's robust industrial output growth. Nearly 10 crore shares of Tata Steel have been traded today, which is more than double the last month's average. As much as 2.3 crore shares have been sold in bunches of large trades. The share price has gained nearly 40% in the last year. Other metal stocks were higher too, after China's January-February industrial output expanded 7%. That surpassed a Bloomberg estimate of a 5.2% growth. The Nifty Metal Index was up 0.3%. Dronacharya Aerial Innovations' share price rose 5% in the early trade on March 18 after the company secured a contract to supply IT hardware for the Indian Army's drone lab in Jammu and Kashmir. The provision of IT hardware, including CPUs, monitors, keyboards, and mice, for the drone lab will contribute significantly to the establishment and operation of this state-of-the-art facility, it said. We are honored to have received this contract from the Indian Army for the establishment of the drone lab in J&K, Dronacharya founder and managing director Prateek Srivastava said. The RPP Infra Project's share was locked in a 5% upper circuit in the early trade on March 19 after the company announced receiving a 94.13 rupees crore order from State Industries Promotion Corporation of Tamil Nadu Limited. RPP Infra has received a letter of acceptance for a new project for formation of northern, western and eastern side internal roads, 10.20 m and 30 m wide, construction of RCC drain, RCC culvert, minor bridges, providing pipe causeway and street light arrangements in Sipcat Industrial Park, Shoolagiri, Hosur Phase IV at a contract price of 94.13 rupees crore incl of GST, the company said in its release. The Veritas, India, share price locked at upper circuit and touched a 52-week high of 950.55 rupees in the early trade on March 19 after the company received a Rs 155.85 crore order from the Brian Mumbai Municipal Corporation. There were pending buy orders of 31,115 shares, with no sellers available. In consortium with Genesis International Corporation Limited has received letter of acceptance from BMC of 155.85 rupees crores for development, implementation, maintenance of 3D city model and change detection using geospatial technology for BMC, the company said in its release. Shares of Eicher Motors Limited jumped over % in the morning trade on March 20 after global brokerage UBS upgraded its rating to buy with as much as 35% upside, citing the company's new launches and lackluster performance from peers. Despite being aggressively priced, the launches by Harley-Davidson and Bajaj Auto's Triumph failed to increase volume significantly. As of February 2024, Harley and Triumph's cumulative volume of the models launched stood at around 4,000 units, well below the expected guidance. Shares of Maruti Suzuki India Limited hit a 52-week high on the NSE on Wednesday's trade at 12,007.15 Indian rupees. As of 11:51 a.m., the stock traded at 11,950.25 Indian rupees, higher by 3.05%. The upper circuit for the stock is at 12,756.75 Indian rupees. Shujyuku Thupalakal, technical research analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher, pointed out that the stock witnessed a strong pullback in the last 2 months from near the important 200-period MA of 9,850 zone and has strengthened the trend moving past the significant 50 EMA and 100-period MA levels. Shares of IRB Infrastructure Developers Limited surged as much as 8% on March 21 after Kotak Institutional Equities upgraded the stock and raised the fair value, FV, driven by adjustments to traffic estimates for private INVIT assets. Road sector awarding has shifted to toll operate transfer and build operate transfer projects, with the NHAI's focus on managing its debt levels. IRB, with its strong balance sheet, is best placed to benefit, according to the brokerage said. Sula Vineyards shares jumped nearly 4% in trade on March 21 after Monarch Net Worth Capital initiated coverage on the winemaker with a buy call, based on the firm's market share, brand recognition, and competitive advantage. The domestic brokerage indicated an upside of 42%, with a price target of 740 rupees per share. Leveraging unique initiatives such as Sula Fest and Wine Tour Experience, the company has played a pivotal role in cultivating and building the wine culture in India, said Monarch Net Worth Capital. Newland Laboratories Limited extended its gains and rose almost 5% after the company told the exchanges that the US Food and Drug Administration completed an inspection in Hyderabad without any observations. The inspection at Unit 1 by the US FDA has been successfully completed, with no observations under Form 483, the company said of its Bonthapally facility. The FDA inspected the facility from March 18 to 22. The Varanium Cloud Limited stock fell 5% to hit the lower circuit at 49.4 rupees on March 22 on reports that the Bombay High Court issued a non-bailable arrest warrant against the company's promoter Harshawardhan Sabharwal. According to Live Law website, the warrant was issued against Sabharwal, with April 1 a deadline, for defaulting on a debt of about 49.53 rupees crore. The stock has been on a downtrend since October 2023, falling nearly 80% from its 52-week high of 240 rupees. eMudra Limited has moved up by 39.27% this week with a change of 230.10 points. It has traded with a net volume of 14.897 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 816.1 against the previous closing price of 586. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 592.30, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 833.50 points this week, while shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 88.23. Dani Services Limited has moved up by 20.31% this week with a change of 7.15 points. It has traded with a net volume of 45.1 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 42.35 against the previous closing price of 35.2. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 39.73, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 42.90 points this week, while shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 54.64. Reliance Power Limited has moved up by 19% this week with a change of 4.20 points. It has traded with a net volume of 59.628 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 26.3 against the previous closing price of 22.1. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 25.11, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 26.30 points this week, while shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 57.03. Sober Limited has moved up by 18.79% this week with a change of 233.60 points. It has traded with a net volume of 2.924 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 1,477.05 against the previous closing price of 1,243.45. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 1,403.66, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 1,515.05 points this week, while shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 63.55. Nifty has entered into positive trend in last trading session. You can go long in Nifty with stop loss of 21,789 on daily closing basis. Nifty would be considered strong till it trades above 21,789 levels. Nifty support levels are 21,926, 21,756 and 21,629. Nifty resistance levels are 22,224, 22,351 and 22,521. Bank Nifty is currently in negative trend. If you are holding short positions, then continue to hold with daily closing stop loss of 46,868. Fresh long positions can be initiated if Bank Nifty closes above 46,868 levels. Bank Nifty support levels are 46,629, 46,394 and 46,222. Bank Nifty resistance levels are 47,036, 47,209, and 47,444.
You can reach us via phone, WhatsApp, or email using the information listed on the screen. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. And, as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments section below. Until next time, happy investing.